Looking at another no sweat bet that we had, well, at least I thought it was a no sweat bet. The Jets versus the Titans. The Jets ended up winning this one 24-17. Aaron Rodgers with a slight bounce back. I'll call it a slight bounce back on the road. Looked better than what he had previously, but as you're about to tell me, he had similar numbers to Daniel Jones. So Daniel Jones continues to be that litmus test for everybody else to climb over. Somebody who hasn't climbing over that litmus test is Will Levis. Will Levis is
He
still
had
making
another one
bad
of those
turnovers.
turnovers. Yeah.
He's just making bad turnovers. He is doing things to make the Tennessee Titans lose. And as of the time of the recording, we've already had one young quarterback benched because their head coach feels their team is better off with a backup. I just can't believe that Will Levis is long for that Tennessee job. This is the second game in a row where arguably he has cost them the game. And now you're looking at having a depleted Packer team come on board, a game where the Titans may think they can get a W. And can you really afford to go with Will Levis a third game in a row and hang with him? I don't know. Uh, he had the first game he ever played, he had 4 touchdown passes, and everybody was raving about him. Since then, he's had he's 2-8, if memory serves me correctly, and he is averaging 1.3 turnovers a game, and most of those turnovers are what I call game changers, and they change the game in the wrong way. And you can't have game changers. We mentioned the Richardson boy throwing that punt at the end of at the end and getting a turnover on a Hail Mary. That's one thing. But when your turnovers lead directly to scores for your opponent, or your turnover directly takes points off the board for you, uh, you just can't have them. And he is prone to do that. And I wish Tennessee good luck if they keep him in as their quarterback, because he's going to cost you. He has obviously hurt them more than he has helped. But, can't say that we hadn't had that one predicted. So, what the coach saying? What do you have to say about the Tennessee Titan versus Jets game?
So this was 2 units on the under. Uh, got a little bit close late, closer than I would like. Um, but again, it was never really in jeopardy. At least I didn't feel it was. Um, we made the score right around 16-15 or so, mainly waiting to see like what would happen with the offense of the Jets, which didn't it didn't look great. It wasn't bad, but it didn't look great. Um, and I mean, and we'll get into this more when we record our preview videos.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because Tennessee right now is favored this upcoming week to get their first win of the year. But according to beat reporters for the Green Bay Packers, it's a legit possibility that Jordan Love is going to play. Um,
Yep.
and if that is the case, I would expect that line to move dramatically in the other direction, and Tennessee to potentially be 0-3, which then brings into that the talk of, okay, well, do you bench Will Levis? Is he really the guy? But as far as this one goes, yeah, we liked slight lean Tennessee on the spread at home getting points, especially over a field goal. Not nearly enough for us to make a bet on it. The only bet we had on this one was the 2 unit under, which hit for both us and clients, and it was nice.
Yep. Yeah, and it was definitely needed at the time. And as you can see, we're starting to rack up some of those wins and overcome some of those losses that we've been talking about here at BatzBets. And that's why you turn a profitable weekend in the NFL. You're going to survive some, and not everything's going to go like week one when we virtually swept everything.